Hey, good afternoon. Just after 12:30 when we are recording this, and temperatures are still near 60 degrees out the door. This is on our Callaway Bank sensor in Columbia, the west side of Columbia. A few moments ago, we checked our Jefferson City sensor down near the Capitol. It was 58 or so. So again, close to 60 out there. It feels like spring, smells like spring. If you walk out the door with a little bit of wet pavement out there, winds still out of the south, but as we head into the afternoon, that's going to change. Cold front is draped across the viewing area, and that's going to eventually switch these winds, I think, pretty quickly, especially in the Columbia area as we head over the next hour or so. Again, you can see showers across the board. Pick up this little line here. You see that little line? I believe that's our front reflected there at the surface. We're starting to see just to the north of that temperatures drop. So again, over the last, 2 hours, we're looking at Boonville dropping down again a hair. We warmed from the 40s into the 50s, dropping down into the 40s again. And you can see warmth generally to the south. We'll likely see that come to an end pretty quickly once that front drops through. And then before too long, we're going to start to see a little bit of a wintry mix start to change over. We're already seeing that towards the north and western corner of the state here, off towards Omaha. We're seeing a little bit of a wintry mix start to settle on in. That will start to spread south towards the Macon area, Brunswick area, and eventually we'll start to see our transition move through the rest of mid-Missouri. Winter storm warning is in effect. This lasts generally through tonight and through from tonight and through Thursday afternoon. Every county, or not every county, but different groups of counties have different ending times based on the office that issued them. But we're generally looking at a winter storm warning that's effective for the entirety of the storm, which is going to take us through Thursday afternoon. So what we're most concerned with is really roads and temperatures. We'll have the potential for some outages with some ice, especially that concern rises a little bit closer to Rolla and the I-44 corridor, but generally impactful snow totals and cold air back behind the system, and of course some visibility as the snow is falling are all going to be concerns with this storm over the next couple of days. But again, that cold front will drop through as we head into the afternoon. Winds will shift out of the north, drop us all down into the 40s. It's a cold rain at first, and then we're shifting over to a wintry mix and eventually to snow. That wintry mix could settle in around I-70, the Columbia area, by the 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock time frame. As you head later into the evening, again, we're going to follow that with snow, likely into the late overnight hours. Exact timing, still a little uncertain, but just understand the later you go into the evening, likely the more dicey road conditions are going to get. We'll likely keep snow through the overnight hours into dayrise or sunrise on Wednesday, and that's where we're likely waking up to accumulations, especially north of I-70. We'll likely see some accumulations to the south, but again, with that rain and sleet, freezing rain sleet mix, that will likely tamper accumulations to the south, at least initially. As we head throughout Wednesday into Wednesday evening, we start to look for a little bit of a breakup before we see our next round moving in Wednesday night. So we may see a little bit of a lull in precipitation during the latter half of Wednesday, but Wednesday night into Thursday, that's when we're looking again at more snow starting to pick back up. And I think this is where we could see some of our better snow rates. So our accumulations may really start to climb Thursday morning. And we're looking at generally an end to this event by the time we get to Thursday afternoon. But that's just when the cold really starts to settle in. Again, temperatures forecast in the teens to drop likely near single digits by early Friday morning. So again, tonight into Wednesday morning, that's when we're expecting that 3 to 5 inches roughly, and then tomorrow afternoon we may see a little bit of a lull, lesser accumulations, but it picks back up again tomorrow night into your Thursday morning, and that's where we're expecting some more of that accumulation to occur. Overall, in terms of totals, confidence is pretty good in anything greater than 4 to 8 inches. Once we get beyond that, confidence drops a little bit, but we're still fairly confident we should see at least 8 inches in some of those higher streaks. So again, right here, that heavier band, that's where we're expecting some of the better accumulations. I think anywhere between 9 to 14 inches on the low side. We could see 8 to 9, but 14 is certainly a possibility on the high end as well, and it tapers off towards I-44, where again we see that prolonged period of chances for freezing rain and some sleet. That'll impact your snow totals. But again, we have a weather alert day issued from Tuesday night, that's tonight, through Wednesday, Thursday. These are our snow days, and then into early Friday morning. Friday morning will likely be dry, and we will have been dry through Thursday night into Friday morning. But we have the weather alert day in play because we have cold temperatures. As we head towards Friday morning, we're talking 2 is the forecast low, and wind chills well below 0 are expected there. So the cold really sets in beyond the snow, and if you take a look at the 7-day forecast into the weekend, we barely get above freezing Saturday afternoon, and we'll barely do it again Sunday, so we're likely looking at whatever falls during the system sticking around with us for quite some time.